Craft Club, Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. You will craft, and it'll be like a virtual hug. We're all gonna craft because it's Craft Club. Hello, everyone. These graphics are worse than last time. And you're like, where are you? There's a fireplace behind you, out the window. It's a rainy day, but that is actually the ocean. Where am I, you ask? Well, I am on the road today, and I was like, you know what? I don't know how else to film this. I won't be able to film this by the time I get back, so why don't I just film it in this hotel that I'm staying in, which is this beautiful, it doesn't matter because I won't be here when I'm saying this to you, like when this is uploaded, but this is a beautiful hotel in Bellingham. I guess it's not Bellingham, but in the area of Bellingham, Washington, and it is amazing. It's the Chrysalis Hotel, and they're not even sponsoring me. Like, I'm paying for this room full price, but I feel so zen. I feel so at peace, and I love it. Like, I've had some bad hotel experiences recently, and I'm like, this is like a spa. There is a spa actually, but there is a spa here, and yeah, you got the ocean. I've had the fireplace on this whole trip, to be honest. And then like there's this beautiful bathroom. Maybe I'll just show you. Should I just show you? There's like a bathroom. You can see through there. You can close those doors and stuff. That's a bathroom with a hot tub, which I absolutely used yesterday because I love a bath. I love a bath. This is Craft Club, by the way. So grab your crafts. Our theme of this month is love. It's love. And this is the one thing that doesn't work about, oops, I hit my mic. This is the one thing that doesn't work about me traveling with my craft is that I don't actually have my craft with me. So I was crocheting this strange 90s blanket looking thing that I'm gonna make into a scarf, like a very thick scarf, and I don't have it with me. So I have my other crochet stuff that I do have with me though, so I'm gonna do that. But we just sit here and we chat for like 15 minutes. Okay, again, I'm very tired. We craft for 15 minutes, we chat. This is anti-algorithm, there's no editing. We just have a little chat, or if you don't want to craft, you can just pick up a cup of tea and listen. Everyone's making stuff here. I actually brought my computer because so many people have been commenting what they're making, which I love. Let's see, what are you guys making? Somebody's crocheting a bean stitch blanket. I don't know what that is, but I love that. We also have granny squares. Somebody's actually making a granny square into like a little craft pocket or like a little craft bag, which I love. There is, I mean, everyone's making scarves like me too, which I love. I'm sorry, I'm now like looking through working on a granny crochet dress that was inspired by Taylor Swift. That's gonna be beautiful. You know that's gonna be beautiful. That's why I wanna do granny squares though, is that because I know that I can do clothes, and that's also why I'm learning to knit, because I think that will help me make clothes, because men's fashion is so boring, I hate it. Ellen's dyeing her hair. Yes. Dye your hair. You can do whatever. You can do your nails. You can do whatever craft you want, or you can do your hair. I love that. A crochet ripple blanket. I need to like look up what that is, because that sounds like really fun and relaxing. And let's see, oh my gosh, there's so many of your comments, which I love. This is only the third episode, and even though the second episode didn't get as many views as the first, because I have to look at that stuff. It's not gonna stop me. I have to look to be like, am I being engaging enough? Because that is what 2025 is. We're all robots for the engagement. We're all like, we have to get views, or nobody will like watch us, and our worth is zero, and it's just the worst. A knit cloche. I would love to know what that is. Is that like a little shawl or something? Let's see. A crochet Sonic the Hedgehog, which I had read, and I was like, that sounds so amazing and fun. And I love I love a fast king, you know? Oh my gosh. See, I didn't do as much prep work for this as I usually do. knitting my Innovex sweater. I love that. And lots of granny squares. Okay, I'm getting to the end of this. A hoodie for my boyfriend. This is the theme of love, so that's perfect as well. I was crocheting that thing and scarf, but today I'm gonna crochet this blue. I just bought this because it's like smaller and I can take up more time, because sometimes I just wanna crochet in a line and just, you know, not think about it. But I have been knitting, and my knitting is really bad and it's really loose. So I'm like, okay, let's see if I can go back to the tightness of crochet knots. I think it's coming back. So I would love to tell you that I'm like at this beautiful hotel for some kind of fun thing, but I'm just adulting. I'm just adulting, and it's really incredibly boring and like actually infuriating, and I'm kind of like hating it, even though I'm loving this hotel. But you know, sometimes you just have to adult. I'm like wrapping up some things here in the States, and I just needed to come through and be in the States for a little bit. But I've been doing a lot of shopping and stuff like that, and then yeah, like this hotel's amazing. This is actually a good like blue conversation for our next month, which, you know what's crazy is like this is the third episode, so the fourth episode is when we're all showing our things. And if you do, okay, good thing I remembered this, right? If you do want to send me pictures of what you're making, I would love to see them, and then we can all look at them together in the next episode, which is the last episode of the month. This month went so incredibly fast. I don't even know. And anyway, my email, I'm gonna give out my email because I don't know how else to get pictures. It's kevinyee.com@hotmail.com. So Kevin, Y-E-E, spelled a DOTCOM @hotmail.com. And next week we will check out all of our projects, even if it's still in process, because Valentine's Day is until the 14th. You have all this time, whatever. But if you do want to send me stuff, please do, and we can all take a look. I'm already twisted. This was the thing about my knitting my project, is that like I was using yarn that was really like already twisted, and most of it was unfurling the yarn. Okay, so basically I'm here in the States adulting, and I want to say that I'm just getting it done. This trip has been exhausting. And it's, you know what, I'm gonna talk more about it later, but I wanna talk about the first hotel I went to, not this hotel, but I went to this other hotel. And I kind of had this weird altercation. And I don't know if you've ever had this, but like I went into this hotel and they made me feel like I was too poor to be there, maybe. Like they were really rude to me right away, and I had valeted my car, and they didn't even ask me if I valeted my car, and it's almost like I can't even speak about what happened, because it was just more of like a vibe or a feeling where they were like, "What are you doing here?" kind of thing, and I really didn't like the experience. And I don't know what you all do, but I feel like the problem is everyone is struggling right now. So the workers too are getting paid so poorly by these corporations. Of course they're grumpy, of course they're unhappy. But then I'm also a consumer, so I'm like, but I'm also here for a good time, and I'm paying to be here, and I don't want to feel unwelcome in a place that I'm paying to be in. And so at check-in, it was just really an uncomfortable experience. I was being rushed, and the guy was treating me really badly, and kind of like I was an idiot. And then I walked away, and I was like, because sometimes I can be reactive, because I feel like I'm a very neutral person. Like I'm neutral, and then I mirror people's energy. This whole video will be me untangling this. This is what I'm accomplishing at Craft Club today, untangling this yarn. It's like the week I'm having. Anyway, I don't know what you would do in this situation, because like my mom, she's all like, don't do anything, Kevin. Go and just shake it off, like whatever. But I also am a little bit of a pushover, and I have been taken advantage of a lot in my life. And not only have I been taken advantage of, it's that I make myself sick from not like speaking up for myself. I've made myself sick from like jobs I've done where people have treated me badly and I've just not said anything. And it's been not healthy for me. So I'm learning to stand up for myself. So I was texting with my friend and I was like, see, this is what happened. And like, she was like, I don't really understand the sequence of events, but what I'm hearing from you, like she mirrored back. She's like, what I'm hearing from you is you felt disrespected and you felt unwelcome there and you felt like he talked down to you and that you didn't understand why, because he was really friendly to the guy before me and the guy after me, but it felt very specifically me. And so I was like, maybe I should just let it go. But then I got back to the hotel and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to sleep because I have a really hard time compartmentalizing, and I'm not going to sleep tonight because I'm going to be thinking about this the whole time. So friends, I went down and I talked to him. I didn't want to get him in trouble. I didn't want to get free things, and I said that to him. But I was like, you know, you made my check-in experience here really uncomfortable, and I don't even know why. I would love to know why, but I also, you know, it doesn't matter. And I'm not trying to get you in trouble. I'm not trying to get free things. I just want you to know how uncomfortable you've made my experience. And as a guest here, I'm thinking about this. And, you know, he put on his corporate face, and I'm not gonna, like, in the real world, like, we don't have these big Hollywood endings, right? Like, it's sometimes it's just things suck. And he put on a very corporate face, right? But he also then did admit that he was the only, because he was a supervising manager there, he was the only manager there, and everyone else at the desk was new. And so he was kind of watching them screw up beside him, and he wanted to say things. And then, like, there was a line of people, and he apologized, but you could tell it was in a very corporate way, because it was like, he knew that if he really did apologize, then he would be probably reprimanded. But again, I wasn't trying to get him in trouble or anything. I just wonder, like, what y'all would do. Like, I think we are in this place where we want to, like, get mad at everything, but sometimes it's not so much about being mad about things, it's just about being, like, human to human. Like, why did you treat me like that? Why would you treat another human like that? Especially somebody that's a customer and that's just trying to, like, have a vacation or whatever. It was tough, and it put me in a really bad mood. And then I was in that hotel for 2 more days, and I did see him. And I was like, this is why maybe you should be polite to the people staying. But I don't know how you guys feel because I'm of two minds, where I'm like, yeah, no one is getting paid enough. No one's getting paid enough. And the corporations are kind of taking advantage of these workers. They're all low paid workers, or, you know, they don't hire enough people, and there's this huge burden on these workers. But then at the same time, I'm like, but then as a consumer, I also want to get my money's worth. Remember when you felt like you got your money's worth? Like this hotel. I was so glad to, like, have come here, and just, like, when I parked, I was like, everyone here is so nice. I ate in the restaurant, the food was so good. Again, I'm not sponsored by them. I feel like they should sponsor me now, because I'm definitely going to come back here and be a regular. Everyone has been so kind. This room is amazing. I've just been lying in bed and, like, staring at the fire and then the ocean out there, and especially because it's raining. So I'm like, this is a perfect kind of, like, it's not fall, but like winter. It is kind of still winter. I mean, it never really snows in the Pacific Northwest, in the cities at least, but it's very wet. It's very Pacific Northwest right now. Anyway, thank you for letting me vent. You're not my therapist, but I felt like just saying it felt a little bit better. I hope that you guys enjoyed this 3rd episode. Don't forget to send me your pictures, kevinyee.com@hotmail.com. Yes, I still have a Hotmail account. And you can send it there, and we'll talk about it, and we'll take a look at all the pictures. I'll be more organized next week because I'll be off of the road. So I'll also have my own, I better get that scarf and start working on it. Anyways, thank you for tuning in to another Craft Club. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Crafting Club. You will craft like a virtual hug. We're all gonna craft at Kevin's Craft Club. See you next week.